soul vows. Soul vows are unlike any other vows. What's different about these soul vows is they are a promise to yourself. The other vows you made are promises to others. Soul vows are challenged by your free will. In preparing for this life, you were excited about coming here because you felt you could accomplish anything once you got here. This was the basis upon which these soul vows were made. What you intended to achieve in this lifetime with the help of your spirit guides and angels. Soul vows are something you can't get away from because you didn't make them to another person. You made them to yourself. If you fall short of honoring those soul vows during this lifetime, then you will get another chance in the next one. Soul vows and earthly vows are different because soul vows are a commitment, while earthly vows are a promise. You must be flexible with promises, but diligent with soul vows. All right.
We're up and running now.
We are. Okay.
A little glitch there, but
well, it was
the guy behind the curtain fixed it.
Thank God. I couldn't spin all those plates, you guys. Anyway, we have soul vows, and we look forward to your questions, but we're going to start with the first question. That was a comment on this particular insight, which is now a blog post on the lindadeir.com website for blogs. Okay.
Here we have Veronica and Joy on Facebook.
Great. Veronica.
It was a comment by Veronica.
Yeah, Ray's going to start with that, so go right ahead, Ray.
Veronica said this morning, I would like help from the guides and the angels with my soul vows.
Okay. So now that's a pretty general question, but I think what Veronica's asking is the help that she needs from her spirit guides and angels is clarity around her soul vows, and those are the vows that she made before she came here with the help of her guides. Imagine that these soul vows they took longer to make these soul vows before you came here than it would take to actually live them out in a single lifetime. That's a lot of time that's invested before you come here from the world you came from to ensure, give it the best shot you could at seeing that you achieved those soul vows in this lifetime, that you didn't miss it again. All right. So that's what Veronica wants to know. She doesn't want to miss it again. She's done this enough times, and she knows that. So, Veronica, your spirit guides and angels are here with us now. And they're going to answer that question about what are your soul vows that you made with your guides before you came here. And here they go.
Veronica, what is it about your soul vows that's evading you? You made soul vows a long time ago, and if you are still asking about them, it's an indicator that you haven't achieved them yet. How many lifetimes have gone by that the vows you made, the commitment you made to yourself, your soul, and us, that you haven't yet seen the final result. So, if you are seeking clarity on your vows, we want you to picture what your life would be if nothing was in the way of these soul vows. Where would you be now? What would that life look like, and how would it feel? Once you have these pictures in your mind, you will see where you are on your soul vow journey. What's missing that you want to accomplish, that you are driven to accomplish, that you haven't yet fulfilled?
Okay, Veronica, you know what those things are. And I know one of them. One of them is you finding your freedom. You've said that so many times. And this inner freedom, okay. That's like, what's the meaning of life? This freedom that you seek, that you yearn for. What did we have there, Ray?
Veronica, Gail Marsh is with us. Hi, Gail.
Gail.
Stacy Bauer, howdy from Texas.
You guys, this is about soul vows tonight. So please feel free to ask your question around soul vows. What your question is, what's important for you to know right now. Okay?
And Linda Schwartz is with us. Stacy Bauer. Okay, Stacy says,
yeah.
My soul vow is to be of service to others as a healer. This involves a lot of suffering by me, though. I'm not sure I can do it for another 45 years. This is the suffering part.
Right. You know, you're not supposed to suffer, you guys. This is, okay, the suffering is all about the resistance. And we create the resistance when we have excuses, distractions, life gets in the way, all this other stuff gets in the way of us, aligning with these soul vows that we came here to work out, that we came here to understand about ourselves. Okay, now remember in this insight tonight, what came out in this insight also was that the soul vows are so powerful. They're so in depth. It took you more time to understand what your vows were going to be in this lifetime, what your intention was going to be, to what you intended to accomplish when you came here, your soul vows. That's what those are. That it could take, and many times it does take, more than one lifetime to achieve the fullness, the completeness of that one single soul vow. And I want to go back to you, Veronica. Veronica, I know that one of yours is your freedom. Freedom, that's a big, big, big vow. I mean, you got to get through all these little courses, all these little challenges here in this life that completely throw you off and make you question yourself and doubt yourself and make you worry about what somebody's going to feel or think or what they're going to say, or all these distractions. Okay, that gets in the way of the soul vow, but not really, because that's your yellow brick road. That's what gets you to labor through. I keep seeing that oyster, that clam, that gets that piece of sand lodged in its perfect, pristine environment. All of a sudden, this piece of sand gets lodged in there, and the clam keeps pushing on it until one day it becomes a beautiful pearl. Okay, that's what your soul vows are like. It's something that gets in there that gets your attention, and the one part here that I talk about in the insight, I said, soul vows produce a constant stirring of the soul, like that clam with that piece of sand lodged into its pristine environment. And you keep working on it, And first you resist it. First you want it out of there. It's annoying. It's that stirring. It annoys you. It continues to get your attention. What am I missing? What this is driving me crazy. What is this? And it won't let up. That's your soul getting you to pay attention to the guidance that's pointing you true north, to get you to act on what you came here to do, in spite of all these distractions and reasons why you don't have time right now. And oh, you need more money, and oh, there's this other thing and this other thing. All right. So these soul vows they're huge. They're the reason we came here, and they're you just can't go out and get the answer to your soul vow. One of your soul vows. You just can't go out and go, oh, there's the answer. Well, that fixed that. The soul vow is deep, okay? It covers lots of things in you that you've evolved to the point where that's where you're at. You need that answer. That piece of sand that got lodged into that pristine environment that you keep, having to work on and push on, and it keeps bringing your attention to it, and it won't leave you alone. That type of thing. That's a soul vow, you guys. Yeah. So what are the questions?
I think she's just worried about how long it's going to take.
Well, the soul doesn't worry about how long it's going to take. It just wants you to start going that way and working on it, okay? It doesn't think about the time, because there's no time. The soul is timeless. So it just wants you to start working on it. It just sees that if you feel like a great gap, a great yearning, a great urge to achieve something there. As we get older, that urge becomes stronger, doesn't it, everybody? It starts to, become a priority. It starts to become urgent. That's what happened to me when I talk about that merry-go-round dream, where in part 1, chapter 1 of Guided, I didn't start taking the dream classes to really understand what that dream was really pointing out to me. Although in my gut I knew, okay, but I didn't know it, okay, like that, until I started those dream classes, and then my whole life lit up. All right, I got the answers. I understood how to understand what was going on with me and why it was so important that I started moving that way. Why I had that dream for 35 years. That never changed, okay? And I couldn't stop it. So, your soul vows. You know them because they are strong. You also know when you've achieved them. You know when you're on the right path. You know when you're going in the right direction. A soul vow is not a goal. You don't get to a point and boom, you achieved it. No. The soul vow, you will meet up with that same soul vow many lifetimes as you peel away, like the onion, you peel away the layers until you get to the real center of that, and then it's like it becomes a epiphany. It becomes a leap, a conscious soul leap, okay? And you just ascend, you guys. It's why we keep coming back. We all have some version of that to work through.
Okay, this kind of leads right into Linda Schwartz's comment. See, Stacy thinks she's been working on it for 45 years. That's a long time. Okay. Now Linda's comment is kind of in the same vein. I have a feeling that I am changing my vows, weary of taking care of others. Maybe the book is a way to offer service to others, but not hands-on anymore, where you're physically working with people. Here to be a spiritual catalyst, but looking for a new, easier way to do it. Already did 30 or more years of taking care of people, and I'm so done with it. Okay.
Let's let her guides talk.
Okay. Well, let's let the guides talk to both of them.
Okay, both. Okay.
Stacy and Linda.
Okay. Cool.
Because they're saying they kind of have the same issue.
Okay, Ray. We can answer one at a time.
Okay.
Because these are different souls.
All right.
Okay. So let's answer Linda, then let's bounce
and then
back.
go back to Stacy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So here they go. Your spirit guides and angels. Linda.
Linda, it's not possible for you to change your soul vows. You can, although, change your promises or vows you made to people here in this world. In fact, people change their vows to others, their promises to do something, all the time. You can't change what you planned before you got here. You have worked many lifetimes toward your soul, your soul's purpose.
And that's what they said in the insight today. That is exactly what they said in today's insight. Soul vows, okay? Linda's weekly guided insights. That's what they talked about. Now, Stacy, what's her question again, Ray?
Stacy, her comment was, involves a lot of suffering. She wants to be of service to others as a healer, and this involves a lot of suffering, and she's not sure if she can do it for another 45 years.
Okay, great question, and we're going to have your spirit guides and angels answer your question directed at you, Stacy. And here they go.
Stacy, you may have worked on this one soul vow service to others, not for just 45 years, but 45 lifetimes or more. If you still have the urge to be of service to others, then you haven't realized the completion of your soul vows.
Right. We all have them, you guys. They're not a curse. When you're not able to, when you feel tired like you do, Stacy, that's your soul. Your soul is tired. That's who's tired. So you can't even give up on it. You can't get away from it because it's a commitment that you made to yourself from a soul level. Can't get away from that. We can't run away from ourselves, you guys. That's the whole point to this. There's no place to run, no place to hide, no place to get away from it. I'll tell you what the answer really is. I'm going to bring out my guided journey again. There she goes again. Write this stuff down in part 3. Take the journey in part 2. Join me on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on Facebook. And let's work on some of these chapters, chapter 1 through 18, and start getting in there. You guys, this really is powerful, but you need to take the action, all right? You can't get away from your soul vows. You'll never get away from them. They'll just keep getting in there and reminding you that, hey, it's time to do this.
Kathy Cartagena, her question is it possible to find out what your soul vows are?
Yes, I think so. I know what mine are. And when you hear what yours are, you're going to go, yeah, that is exactly right.
When did you find out yours?
When I really knew what it was, Ray,
Yeah.
I knew it on different levels of consciousness. Okay, when I was really, really small, before 20 months old, that merry-go-round dream, I knew something was going on. I was haunted with this dream, okay? Would not leave me alone. I did everything to stop it, change it, anything. Because I saw the people suffering so badly. All right. must have come in. I've said to Ray, I must have come into this lifetime. My soul must have been really, really tired of me not fulfilling this and completing this and seeing this through and living this out. Something, because this was just way over the top, all right? And then when I turned 35 years old, I went through a whole bunch of stuff. I learned a lot of stuff and had a challenging childhood, and then my career took off, and out of the blue sky, just because I followed my guidance, I achieved things that were, it was unbelievable what I was able to do without any formal education. Unbelievable. And then when that passed, and they said I worked through my anger issues in my late 20s, things started changing for me, and they showed me that my life was changing and that real estate would never be the same for me again, and everything just changed. Got a divorce, all kinds of stuff ended. It took me another 6-7 years to finally go, I can't do this like this anymore. And I started taking dream classes. That's when that dream stopped. My soul said, oh, thank you. It's fine. You're fine.
You finally got it after 30,000 times?
Yeah. You're finally moving that way. Okay. So we don't have to just keep sending the stream to you so that we just wear you out, wear you down. We're going to get the best of you. You came here to achieve this, get this done, see this through, help the people. So let's do this, Linda. That's your soul. It won't leave you alone. And I know how that feels, you guys. And is it still easy? No, it's not easy. I run into things where I go, I've been challenged on so many levels, but you know what? I'm good with this. I even said to Ray, I'm going to die in my tracks doing this because I can't help it. I came in, I've got this drive, this purpose, I got to see this through. That's my soul. It will not leave me alone. It's determined in this lifetime for me to see this through. Will I be finished in this lifetime? Probably not. I can only say that I'm not impatient with it because I love the process. I love all of you, and I love to see the results. It's just great. So you've got to get in the moment. Stay in the moment with what your soul vows are pointing you to achieve. And just don't question the time it's taking. Oh, it's so hard. Oh, I don't want to do it anymore. Sorry, these are your soul vows. They go much deeper than a mere relationship in a single lifetime, okay? Much deeper.
Right. So Kathy's question was, is it possible to find out what they are?
Okay, and we're going to ask that question right now, Kathy. And if they can answer, if it's a yes, then we want to know what your soul vows are, Kathy. And here they go.
Kathy, what is it in your life that won't leave you alone? Why does it bother you so much? How long do you think it will take to achieve? And are you willing to come back again?
That's how they decided to answer you, Kathy. I never know what they're going to say, and neither does Ray, all right? If you have a comment around that, come at us, okay?
Okay. That's more people coming in.
It's those things. What they said to Kathy, what is it that's like that piece of sand lodged in the clam? What is it that you keep going, ouch, yikes? What is that? It's aggravating me. It's annoying me. I can't seem to stop getting that feeling, and I have that urge to do this. Okay.
I think Linda Schwartz just answered her own question. Just what you were just talking about. She said, is mine to be a spiritual catalyst? I but I love music and I wanted to do that all her life, okay? And she did not pursue it.
Let's come back and let her guides talk to her. And here they go, Linda.
What is it, Linda, that you would do if everything was out of the way? Other commitments, making money, doing things to survive or make a living. Would it be music or anything else? Thinking this through is a way to get to the heart of any soul vow.
Like I said to Ray, I can't help myself. My whole life, I've been moving that way. I've been pointed in that direction to go and do what I'm doing today. I can't help it. I have to see it through. The only thing I feel as we're moving through all this, Ray and I, is can we sustain while we're moving through the lean times, okay? Because there's been lean times, you guys, very lean, and we've thrown a lot of money into the project, hundreds of thousands of dollars into the project, and walked away from our previous careers, completely walked away from them, both of us, to see this through. So I have a soul vow that's powerful. How much more powerful does it get? Ray has a soul vow, or he couldn't be with me.
Right.
He could never have put up with this. I'm serious. I'm totally serious. It's been a huge commitment on my part and on his part to even be in my life. All right. So these soul vows are powerful. They're at the breaking point where you go, okay, I'm going to see it through. You know, even no matter what happens, there's nothing that can get in our way. We got, Ray and I literally, I'll share a little bit with you guys, we literally got every single thing out of our way so we could just focus on this project. That's it. Because having a house, got to fix the gutters, you know, the roof leaks and the air conditioner broke and the hot water needs it. Okay, and you got to take care of the yard. And no, we got rid of everything. I used to be an architect, a home builder. I mean, come on. I walked away from all of it, you guys, okay? And Ray walked away from his fabulous career as a executive recruiter, high-tech recruiter, okay? And he walked away from that. We both, when we met, the guides brought us together, remember in Guided? And launched us on our journey together. They said that our orbits finally connected, and there we were, okay? And this is our mission together. And has it been easy? Has it been easy, Ray?
Nope.
That's right. That's right. But it is what it is. You know, you either roll up your sleeves and get down to business and do this thing, and you're all in. You got to give it everything, you guys. Give it everything you've got. And then you will no longer question your soul vows. I don't question mine. Do you question your soul vows?
But my observation is people are asking, you know, why do all these other things get in the way? Well, the personal vows that you make are what gets in the way of the soul vows. And I think we need to talk a little more about the difference. The soul vows are a commitment that you make to yourself.
Right.
You can't get out of that. You made it before you got here.
It's powerful.
But the personal vows, the ones you made after you got here, you promised this, those are promises. People break promises all the time. But people feel obligated, there's some kind of obligation to
you're
keep
controlled.
a promise.
You're controlled by guilt.
Right.
You're controlled by what other people are going to think about you. Let's just say that. And as long as, you know, I got to say that those are part of the lessons we came here to learn so we could finally get around to our soul vows. Something keeps getting in the way, and when it does, it's like, God, this is so aggravating. Why does this keep happening? Leave me alone in this world. So I can do what I came here to do. You feel that. You feel that. And eventually you do get around to it. It doesn't matter, you guys. It doesn't have to be done on a mammoth scale. It's done in the humblest of ways. It really is. It's all the time. You catch yourself all the time working to perfect the soul.
You're right about the guilt thing, by the way.
It's terrible.
The guilt.
This world is what instills the guilt. The world you came from, there is no such thing as guilt. They know that you come here to do your best. You mess up sometimes. You forget who you are. You get you fall into doubt and fear. You do that when you're just in this world, and you forget where you came from. And oh my God! Oh, and they know that you go through all these gyrations. All right, that's part of what your soul set up for you. Are you able to pass these tests? Are you able to get over these hurdles and still get what you came here to do? All right? Are you able to do that, you guys? You're able to do that when you start tracking your steps, okay? And your progress and your lack of progress. You got to look at it. This will speed up the process, all right? One thing, we did a insight, years ago, and it was called, let me remember this. Everyone is going to get there. Get there. It will just take some people longer than others. Ouch. See, I could do without that. Stacy, you know what that is, don't you? All right? It's the time for you that it's taken that has been tormenting you. All right?
Well, I think the time torments everybody because I think this is all there is. Here's the stick of life. It's this long, and I'm here on the stick, and I only got this much. I'm on the short end of the stick.
And you know what, you guys? That's wrong. This is not all there is. This is a blink of the eye this lifetime. You know that, but the you in this world forgot that. Sometimes.
And you said you're controlled by guilt with these personal vows that you made in the
to
material
keep you
world.
in line.
And you made a lot of those personal vows in front of other people. Okay, other people saw you make those vows. They were at you made those vows in front of them and God. Yeah. These are the ones that you better keep.
That's some heavy duty stuff.
That is heavy duty stuff. What's the one that everybody has trouble with? For better or for worse, till death do us part. I've had experience with that one several times. I had to break that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's life. They didn't finish.
Well, we're here to learn,
right.
Guys. Instead of being guilty, feeling guilty, and letting all those judgments overwhelm you, don't be hard. You had to file bankruptcy. Oh my God, 50 years ago, that was a real sin.
Yeah.
Shame on you. That's ridiculous. Okay? If you give it everything you've got, you weren't afraid to give it a try, and things worked against you, it just did. That doesn't deserve guilt. That doesn't deserve somebody to judge you and to take you down. No, that's what you came here. You came here to learn about what it takes to survive under business conditions and do well, or when to get the heck out because timing was off, something was really wrong, your partners were dishonest or something. All right, something you could not control. It wasn't your fault. You're supposed to feel guilty for that? I don't think so. No, your soul doesn't have a judgment around that. It just wants to see you progress. Get real with yourself. Look this thing in the eye. What's really going on? How much truth can you stand? Okay? And get away from all this judgment and worry about what people think and what's going to happen to my credit score. Your credit score is fine. It doesn't matter. All right? It'll recover in no time. Really. All these people that want to give you credit, they want your business. So don't you worry about that.
All those people who wouldn't give you credit when you needed it and then you went bankrupt, within a month, they're all sending you
They're-
credit
that's
offers.
You guys, they've scared you too much.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah.
This life is not all there is, and don't let guilt and people's judgment of you keep your soul from achieving what it came here to do.
Okay.
All right?
Kathy says, I'm not certain what it is that will not leave her alone. Okay, so she's not sure
Wow.
what that is yet. However, she's going to have to contemplate that. I
Yeah.
always wanted to be an artist all of my life, but never had any formal training. Well, that's not a problem. I have a deep desire to make spiritual paintings, but I'm not sure if that is grand enough.
Ooh.
Or important
Okay.
enough to be a soul vow.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, your guides are going to talk to you about this. After all, they know you better than anyone knows you, including yourself, because they didn't get the amnesia. You did, Kathy.
Right,
Okay, I love this, Kathy, and here they go.
Kathy, the interesting thing about soul vows is that you can't see the final outcome. It's a commitment you made and a process put into motion before you got here. Anyone who's made a significant mark in the world didn't know they would do it. They had a feeling that they could contribute in a major way, but didn't see the final outcome. Do you think that Andres Segovia, when he took his first classical guitar lesson, thought he would become the greatest in the world? When Jeff Bezos was selling books out of his garage, do you think he would become the richest person on earth?
Do you think he thought
Right.
he would become the richest person on earth?
These people just kept focused and believing that what they were doing had meaning and purpose.
When it happens, when these things happen, and it's like you just fall into a bed of roses. Did it take a lot of work? It took everything you had inside you, outside of you, and the people in your life. If they weren't on your side to see this through, they weren't in your life very long. No way. Okay, your soul vow, it's the biggest thing that you are. That's how important this is. It doesn't matter where what it turns into in this lifetime. This is not all there is, you guys. This is a little blip on the screen, okay? Your soul knows that as you build into something more than you were before you got here. And when you are released from this world, you take that with you. You don't take all this other stuff. This is an illusion, okay? If you can't take it with you, you guys, it's an illusion. How much can you bring with you from this world? Not very much. You take who it is you became from this lifetime, from this experience, from this merry-go-round ride. You take that person who evolved in this lifetime, you take that with you. Do you have to come back again and see that soul vow through? Probably. You know how people say, oh, I'm not coming back to another one of these lifetimes. No way. They're talking nonsense. That's gibberish. That's not their soul talking. Their soul would never speak like that. Their soul respects you too much. It knows you too well. It's got more determination than anything you could ever imagine. So Kathy, if your soul, if the urge, if the feeling is to start painting something, then just do it for kicks. Do it for fun. See what comes out of it. You will have dreams about it. Your guides will come through and infiltrate your dreams with suggestions and ideas and insights and feelings, and you will master that. You're the master. This is your life. This is your free will to live this out. Okay. And you take that feeling and that knowledge and that insight from that dream or that intuitive hit you got, and you start doing your painting, and look what shows up. You know, I have got to tell you guys, it's the smallest of things when your guides are trying to get your attention. And the more you pay attention and attend to the guidance that's coming through, or where you're going this way and they're going, no, I don't think so. We need you doing this. We need you to make a little course correction and go this way. Instead of resisting it and insisting that you do it the same way you've always done it, stop it. And quit looking for a goal. This is not about a goal. This is about you becoming more than you were. Okay?
And get out of the patterns that you're stuck in. I mean, you start doing what Linda just said in the easiest of ways. I mean, you drive the same way to work every day. Drive a different way.
Now, I want to say, especially if you're guided to do that, to go that different way.
Right.
Especially, okay? Even when you're in a hurry, cut that stuff out, you guys. Get out of the way. That's just the nonsense and all the loud noise going on in this world. The should-dos, the have-to-dos, the distractions, okay? Just get a grip on this. Pull back. Breathe. Let yourself have a moment. You'll feel your whole body relax. And now you're open. Now you're having fun in the sandbox. You're in the sandbox. This is just one great big sandbox. All right?
Can you have more than one soul vow? That's a question.
Let's find out, Ray. Is that your question?
That is Stacy's question. You only have one.
Okay, great question. And here they go, Stacy.
Yes and no. Some people have only one. Others have many that take many lifetimes to achieve.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question for me. I never do that. How many soul vows do I have?
This time, one major one and several that support that one.
What is the major one? How would you describe it?
To show people that they are living fear-based lives and how to escape them.
And you know what I was talking about, all the things that in this world that tend to control us if we allow it, that's all fear-based stuff. Those are all excuses, distractions, fear, doubt. It's all that stuff, you guys. I got to tell you that at the end of the road, when we get, when we're almost out of here, we look at that and go, really? That was a joke. That was a big waste of my time. But, I did what I could. I did my best, and I could have done it differently. Regrets. We know what we did if we did our best or not. We know when we've given it enough and when it's time to cut it out. We got to know when to hold them, fold them, walk away and run, okay? We got to know our timing. And you know how we know that? We don't know that. We listen to the guidance and it directs us, and we know it from that. That's how we know that. I've always known when to get in, when to get out, when to get in, when to get out. And as long as I paid attention to it and I acted on it, it always worked out way better than had I planned it myself. Okay. So Ray, what else do we have? Isn't this
We've
fun?
run all the questions and comments out of them.
You guys, great questions tonight.
It was.
I love those questions. I hope you guys have something to go on with this. I mean, this was a great session. So what I'm going to talk about before we close the session with the Spirit Guide Angels closing message on soul vows tonight, I'm going to talk about tomorrow, Wednesday, July 17th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Join me right here on my Facebook page, Linda Deir Author. This will be about how you found us again. That would be your spirit guides and angels. Bring your questions about how you found us happened almost by accident. How that first happened, how you realized it, how you stumbled into it. It was the byproduct of your deep-seated need for answers. That's how you found them then. Okay, it happened long ago. You may have forgotten what it is, when it happened, how old you were, what happened in your life that caused you to know it, okay, and realize it, but then you might have buried it. You know, we had one person say when she was 8 years old, she realized her guides were with her, and she pushed them away because she was ashamed of them. She wasn't ashamed of them. She was ashamed of what would happen to her if the people in this world knew. There it goes again. See, that's where we get off in the wrong direction. No one had your answers, so you went on a personal journey to get them for yourself. Using my guided journey, your spirit guides and I will help you with this. So tomorrow, come to us, and we're going to find out when you first found your spirit guides again, okay? Because you're going to remember. Bring your questions. Let's get this done. And next Tuesday, July 23rd, join me right here on my Facebook page, Linda Deir Author. This will be a Q&A and commentary, just like tonight, with me and my spirit guides at 6 p.m. Pacific time, so don't miss it. In Linda's weekly Guided Insights, the spirit guides will be talking about, we showed you where to look, not what to see. You missed things you're not expecting, like a relationship. You see someone or meet someone and felt there was a moment, but you never followed up on it. You missed it because you didn't see the opportunity. So the relationship can show up anywhere. A job offer can come right out of the left field. Guidance can pop into your mind, and you have an intuitive hit at the oddest time, and you miss it again. Many people miss the truth, opportunity, or guidance because they jump to conclusions. They have beliefs that blind them. These beliefs are like filters fogging over your perceptions. Many times, these beliefs send your brain a signal not to see something, a command that controls what you are willing to accept. That's a program. So how do you get to the point where you can be brought to a position of seeing new things and not miss them? Okay? That's what we're going to be talking about next week. What is it that causes us to get in the way? And we have already some kind of preconceived notion. We have some kind of outcome in mind. We see that relationship and we go, oh, that couldn't possibly be the right person for me. They don't look like the person I had in mind. They don't have enough money for us to be together. They don't. There you go again. There we go again. Off in this distance, over here, over in this direction. Instead of bringing this part of us together with this part of us, and then seeing the possibilities. See, when we do that, you guys, we don't see the reasons why not. We see the possibilities, okay? Remember that little kid that first came here? That was all this. That little kid saw all the possibilities. All right. So that's what we're going to be talking about next week. Don't miss it. And don't miss us tomorrow. Come with your questions. So tonight we're going to close the session with soul vows, and here they go.
People talk about ascending or evolving to the next level, but they don't understand what that means. You can only ascend or evolve once you have completed the soul vows you made at this dimension. In order to get to the next dimension, you must not have any unfinished business here. As far as wanting to come back here and do it again, do not worry. If you haven't completed your soul's vows, you can't wait to get back here again.
That's right. It's just like when they talked about it in the session before you came here, when you were planning your lifetime out with your guides before you got here, and you were putting your soul vows together, which took longer than the life you would have here to live them out. All right, that's a long time to be in planning, okay? You were so excited about coming here. This was great. So what happened after you got here? This is where the repair work needs to go on. My Guided Journey. This is why you want to join us on Wednesdays, right here on Facebook Live, 6 p.m., and we're going to help you with that, okay? That's what this is all about. That's why I wrote this book, is to help you guys with this, okay? So we will see you tomorrow night, and then we'll see you next Tuesday.
All right.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.